nobody is doing what we're doing here.
For decades, Impro theater has been creating completely improvised plays in the styles of the world's most famous playwrights, authors, and genres. We've taught hundreds of students their craft of narrative improvisation and have shared the stage with so many other talented performers. Now we need your help to keep that stage alive and to discover what comes next.
It's like they're Cirque du Soleil or something.
You can't help yourself. You have to laugh.
I just remember I was just having a blast for an hour.
Improv isn't just about performance and storytelling. It's about engagement and connecting with each other, being a better listener, being a better partner, and building on the ideas of those around you.
The Impro journey started a friend of mine saying, hey, you're into improv. There's going to be a Twilight Zone improvised. Right after that was done, we said, hey, we got to sign up for this.
Impro theater is committed to growing into a more diverse organization, to become a better version of ourselves, to be a place that creates community through art.
It's just getting started with regards to what it can be.
We want to expand our faculty and build a more inclusive school, and to reach out for new collaborations both here in the LA theater community and with artists around the world.
It's exciting to see that we're trying to be active in getting people from different walks of life.
With your tax-deductible donation, you will help support artists, writers, directors, storytellers, and more. We hope you'll help fund the future of this joyful, unique art form and support Impro Theater and its school and the next generation of narrative improvisers. Every relationship is a story, and we look forward to our story with you.
Impro Theater and the cast and crew of this online performance would like to take this time to honor the indigenous peoples of the ancestral and unceded homelands we each inhabit, and to consider the legacy of colonization and its far-reaching effects.
It's Friday night on Impro's Twitch. It's Friday night on Impro's Twitch. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Thank you, Alan Cumming, for letting me parody your song. And welcome to the Impro Community Jam. We're celebrating Labor Day. Yes, we can. Si se puede. We are going to be doing a little bit different show tonight, which our fantastic host is going to tell you all about. And let me tell you all about the host. First of all, let me tell you all about me. Some people know me as Doc. Some people know me as Faryl. My pronouns are she, her. I have long salt and pepper hair. I'm wearing a blue shirt that's rolled up so that I look like someone who works hard. I'm wearing a red bandana in the way of the Rosie the Riveter posters. And behind me, my background is the front yard of the Four Seasons landscaping place in Philadelphia, because I figure there's a lot of people who labor there. Let me now that I've described myself, tell you about our fantastic host this week. She is a improviser. She is a show creator. She is a theater tech. She is a director. She is a clown. She is a co-mama of birds, and she's a systems engineer. This lady does it all. My friends, let me introduce Scarlet Moon Bell.
Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you, Impro Theater, for having me host today. It's going to be a fun time. As Doc said, my name is Scarlet Moon Bell. I use she/they pronouns, and I am an improviser out of Austin, Texas. As Doc has already went through most of my resume there. If you want to talk to me about any of that, please do. Hopefully there'll be a way to reach out to me printed in the text chat later. Anyway. Tonight's show is going to be fun. We're going to celebrate Labor Day today. What we're going to do is, hopefully as a cast, we're going to turn Labor Day into a festival for the town that our cast lives in. So it's going to be a little bit of a story and a little bit of a fun time with games. So I think, but without further ado, no, I don't have a link to plug. Simon, thank you for asking. Just my Facebook profile, which I'll get to in a little bit. And then, oh yes, and kindly link the Hideout Theater, which which if it weren't for the Hideout, I wouldn't be here. So thank you, the Hideout Theater too. So I think we should get started with the first game, which has everybody on screen in speaker mode, so that our nice technician can highlight you. And we will be playing a little bit of tag team monologue. And Simon, you asking for the suggestion, or I didn't ask you to get the suggestion earlier. Did you have a chance to get it yet? Or
yes, yeah. Started early on this one. So the suggestion was your favorite carnival ride, and the first one I saw was bumper cars.
Bumper cars, great. Your suggestion for this tag team monologue is bumper cars. And Val, you were up as our city council person. Oh no, tag team monologue. This is great. Sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit too quick. Sorry about that.
And you know what? We're going to take a moment to breathe, and we're going to learn about tag team monologue, and we're going to learn about bumper cars. But first, Scarlett, don't we want to introduce our fantastic cast?
Yeah, we actually absolutely do. Absolutely. Awesome. We don't want to hold that off for later. So why don't our cast go around and introduce themselves for a little bit.
Val Coons from Studio City, California. I am a white female with a lot of blonde hair, and I'm standing in front of a backdrop of a 40s living room.
Sheila Merle Johnson from Novato, California, just north of this gorgeous Golden Gate Bridge behind me. And yes, there's a lamp in front of the bridge. I'm a white female in the crone era with light brown hair, blue eyes, pink glasses, a tunic of sorts with Aboriginal designs, and that's it. Brown hair, blue eyes. Did I say that? Well, if I didn't, I just did. Bye.
Right. And I'm Matthew Gaffney in Redlands, California. I go by he, him, his dude. Also, like Scarlett, I have like an underlying clown that is always attentive, like 24/7. And my backdrop is a virtual backdrop of someone that is not having a good Labor Day barbecue, much like probably I would if I were in charge of the cooking.
I'm Rachel Wasserman. I am from Thousand Oaks, California these days, although right now I'm pretending to be in some maybe vaguely futuristic looking city. I have naturally brown hair that is currently ombre with lots of shades of pink and purple, and I am wearing blue tortoiseshell glasses.
Hi, I'm Lisa Kisopoulos. I am in Cincinnati, Ohio. I am a female with glasses and chin-length light brown hair. I'm wearing a pink shirt, and unlike everyone else who has super exciting backgrounds, I have boring wall corner, and that's it.
It's a nice arch, though.
All right, that's everybody. Okay. All right, everybody. Okay, so Doc, do we want me to, since I described the game earlier in warm-up, do you want me to describe it again here, or for everybody in the audience?
You know, I bet our audience wants to know, what is it that we're going to start our Labor Day celebration with?
All right, audience. What I'm going to have these players do is we're going to play a little tag team monologue, which all these players are going to play one character all together. Whoever starts, everybody's going to follow suit and try to play that character, and they're going to tell a monologue together based on your suggestion. So our fabulous technician Chris, will increasingly switch out or decreasingly with the time switch out our players to have them pick up the monologue where the last person left off. Fantastic. And a visual description for me, since I forgot to give one earlier, I have maybe ear-length purple hair that's been dyed purple in an undercut. I wear black frame glasses, and I am wearing a yellow dress. And and my background is a bunch of pink, red, blue, and white hearts. Great. All right, and today's tag team monologue, everybody will switch in the cast. We'll switch to, or actually, it's just Chris though needs to switch to speaker view to highlight through y'all. Why don't we have? We'll have Sheila Merle start this one. So, and everybody can stay up, and it'll be tag team monologue when Sheila Merle starts.
And the suggestion was bumper cars? Was that correct?
Bumper cars.
Bumper cars. Oh, I love bumper cars. I used to meet so many pretty men in the bumper car ride. And then all I had to do was bump, bump. Oh, sorry, I hit you. Oh.
Why, was passing by and didn't notice how big your muscles are there, fine sir. And I see that there's a couple of you that maybe we could get together and switch information out because of this terrible accident. And I'm feeling a little faint. Maybe you could just help me up, you big muscular.
So this beautiful man just came on right up out of his little bumper car, and he helped me up. And I tell you what, it was just love at first sight. It was instant and it was beautiful. So I just let him carry me off, and we walked down together down the path of the amusement park, and just
talked and talked for hours. But I gotta tell you, I was staring the whole time at his pretty hazel eyes and just dreaming about our wedding someday. You know, I was thinking, since we met with the bumper cars, we could do an entire carnival theme. Oh, I will tell you, I did not hear a word the man said, but beautiful anyway.
Because this whole time I was laboring under the pretense that he was actually liking me as like a person. Because, I've got a few talents and things that I can keep a man happy. And he was just so dreamy. And I was just thinking, oh, what you start on a Labor Day, which is a wonderful holiday, and you just keep on going until you're, I don't know, in labor. But
He had no way of listening to me about this. And that, my friends, in this city council meeting is why I bring up to you that I think we need to make the centerpiece of our town's Labor Day celebration some nice bumper cars so maybe the young people can get together and maybe have better luck than old Aunt Faye did. Now, y'all don't feel...
Fact, to make these bumper cars out of large paper mache. We want them to be bigger than City Hall itself so that we've got the biggest
bumper car in the southern United States.
And scene. Oh, what a great story about a bumper car. Oh, I think that's going to get our Labor Day celebrations kicked off pretty well. How'd that feel for everybody? Everybody still doing good? Good. All right. Hope the audience out there enjoyed that. We're going to move on to our next game. Our next game is press conference, which we're going to have Val take some questions from the rest of the cast and answer them and try to answer them the best of their ability and keep that town going. We asked for a suggestion of the favorite time of day. And did we get that in from the audience yet?
No, still waiting for him to come in.
Waiting for favorite time of day. Great. It can be any time of day. It can be afternoon, could be morning, could be bedtime, could be personally one of my favorite times.
Brunch time.
Brunch time. Oh, I like that suggestion. I like that suggestion a lot. So, cast your suggestion for your questions is brunch time. And Val, I hope you have some juicy tidbits to say about brunch time.
Oh, I got one or two.
Great. You'll all be up in this view, so you'll all talk you'll be passing between each other. Yeah, Sheila Merle.
Councilwoman, I'd like to know why you were having brunch with the anti-Labor Day celebration committee.
Well, aren't you just the head of Hopper? You must be working for that gossip magazine, aren't you? Well, I tell you, it is very important that I speak with everybody about their thoughts about Labor Day and the celebration that we do have here in our town. Our town being the name festival, we should be having festivals, I think. Don't you?
Councilwoman.
That lady with a bow in her hair. What publication are you with?
Well, I'm with the Festival Fester. I know it's not a great name for a blog, but I'm working on it. Now, Councilwoman, I want to know, what kind of food will we be serving at the festival on Labor Day?
Well, I don't want anybody to have to labor on Labor Day. So I'm thinking we just send out for sandwiches. I just think that's a great idea. Fred's sandwich shop down the road just makes the best sandwiches. And I think that's just a good way to go, don't you?
Well, follow-up question. Don't the people at Fred's sandwich shop have to make the sandwiches? Aren't they laboring?
Oh, well, they're going to make them the day before because, Fred and I spoke about this and he can have it all ready for us. And, his sweet potato pie. Nobody beats that one. Mm-mm.
Oh, day-old sandwiches.
I'm the one who made them, but that's all right.
Councilwoman.
Oh, aren't you the glamour puss? You must be working for that big city paper.
Oh, yes, I am. And well, it is an honor to be back here and talking to you. I heard that the local school children were wanting to do the paper mache cars, and I heard that you rejected that proposition. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit why you don't want children involved in your festival.
Well, now, Celeste.
Children involved.
Yeah, well, now, Celeste, I think we've talked about this, at dinner last night. And I just saying to you last night, I'll say it again, that there's a safety factor involved. They can decorate real bumper cars, but you put somebody in a bumper car made out of paper mache, they crash into each other, boom, it goes flying everywhere its way, and we can't have that. Now, we can discuss this further at dinner tonight if you like.
Well, all right.
A shy person over there in the back, pink shirt.
I've never. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can do this. I just
spit it out.
So I was wondering, are you going to have fireworks? Because I love fireworks.
What publication are you working for?
I'm just a taxpayer who came in.
Officer, you know that pyromaniac you were looking for? Right here.
We'll get her out, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
I love you.
All right, lady with the glasses.
I actually am Samantha Paris, and I work for Local Life magazine. And I noticed that after you had brunch with them anti-festival folks, that you went out and bought yourself a new car. Is there any connection?
Why, none whatsoever. Just because old Buzz Harper happens to own the car dealership and he is on the head of that committee, that doesn't mean nothing. We're still having a festival. I don't care what he says.
Oh, I thought the council was still deciding.
It's up to me, and I'm deciding. I'm saying right now we are having a Labor Day festival, and it is starting with brunch. And that brunch is going to be starting with champagne because that's how you have a brunch.
What, isn't that Buzz Harper I see over there in that top hat? Didn't he just come right in from his car dealership? Isn't that him?
Buzz?
Yes, Miss Councilwoman Pinkerton, I am here with Automobile Weekly, and we have come to get inspired ideas for the banquet that you are proposing. I have been looking for champagne and caviar, but have seen nothing but soda pop and hot dogs. Might you explain how you might elevate the event?
Now, Buzz, don't you be causing a bunch of trouble. We have an entire population here of 543, and everybody knows you. So, you and your highfalutin stuff, you just calm right down. We had to talk about this. I slipped you the cash you wanted. You should just hightail it out of here. Yeah, pink lady.
Look at all these colors that the fireworks are bringing. Why don't you want them?
Officer?
Sorry, ma'am. She escaped from my custody, ma'am. We have to leave.
Oh my! This press conference is over. Thank you, Councilwoman, for your time. We've got to move on and take care of the riffraff that's in the city council chambers. Wow. Whew. Well, I'm glad we learned that this city council is going to start off with this Labor Day festival. The city council has said that this Labor Day festival is going to start out with brunch. Brunch is the best meal of the day, in my opinion, because it's not too early, and you get to start off with all the great breakfast and lunch foods. How can you go wrong? So that's important to this town's Labor Day festival. But since the council's approved it, let's find out what's going to be, what other events are going to be in this Labor Day festival. We asked the audience for a suggestion of their favorite family tradition, so that our cast can go one at a time and deliver an elevator pitch about their made up Labor Day family tradition that they'd like to see at the big festival in this town. So they're all in the council together, and they're all pitching their ideas and seeing which one's gonna make it for the day. All right, and I think we'll start out with Rochelle, if you're ready. And we'll need the suggestion of the favorite labor or favorite.
Yeah. A festive meal. Go food themed. A festive meal.
Festive meal. All right, Lisa. And Lisa, you had a quick question. And yes, everybody has a different. Bring their own holiday inspiration. we'll start with Rachel.
A suggestion.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So I was thinking that we should have pizza. We should have just all the pizza in the world. But it shouldn't be normal pizza. It should be like sushi pizza and taco pizza and like every type of pizza you could even imagine, like spaghetti and meatball pizza. Like, I mean, that goes together, right? Yeah, everyone loves pizza, but I mean, everyone loves different types of foods with their pizza, so just design them.
I got one. I got my grill. I got my grill up. I'm going to tell you what you do on Labor Day. Get the grill. You turn the grill on. Look at that. Look at that fuzz. You smell the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You smell it. It fills the air. You got to clean the grill. And then you put the burgers on. Just one at a time. Listen, you hear that sizzle? You hear that? That's mwah, mwah. Your mouth is watering. Watering, I'm telling you. That's Labor Day right there.
I got one. I got one. I got one. In my family, on Labor Day, we always built this apparatus. And Grandma and Grandpa would sit and we would throw tomatoes at the target. And when we hit the target, they would fall into the cow pond. And I think we should do that with the council. We should have the council up there and dunk them in the cow pond.
You darn Swansons, let me tell you, your family's always up to no good. Hey, it's Cal Pinkerton here. Let me tell you how my family rolls with this. What we do is we collect varmints and other reptilian type creatures in the community, and we just throw them right there on the fire. You can see right there. You just throw it on. I got a rattlesnake on I caught this morning. So what we're doing is we're protecting society. We're eating off the land. And we're doing it on the cheap, all right? So let me tell you something. You come on over to the Pinkerton's backyard, and it's a hoot, all right? Just make your way on over. Just look for the flames.
I think it's very important to point out that Labor Day this year coincides with Rosh Hashanah. So I'm feeling that our food selection should reflect that high holy day. I personally am planning to be slicing up some apples, dipping them in honey for a sweet new year. I want to be asking God to be inscribed in the book of life. I'm going to be spending 10 days asking for forgiveness. And of course, I'm going to be eating some of Mama's good gefilte fish, because nothing's better than a meatball made out of mashed carp.
And how? Tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We
got one more.
I'm Lucy Lovelace, and I am fourth generation owner of the Lovelace doll collection shop down here in town. And our tradition for Labor Day has always been to take all of our dolls and to put them in different positions that are labor-like. And we have dolls that are painting things, and dolls that are building things, and dolls that are growing things, and dolls that are having babies, because that's labor too. And we put them on cake sometimes, and we'd be happy to provide some of that decoration for the party.
All right. Hey, everybody. That was a lot of great ideas about what we're going to see at our Labor Day festival. I can't wait to see what actually comes about at our festival. These were fantastic ideas. I was like, there's pizza, there's gefilte fish, there's going to be a place to eat for sure. Wow. Which most festivals are, right? Most festivals are. Our next game is going to be Good, Bad, Worse. Sorry, I changed that order around for you. I skipped it on my list. Good, Bad, Worse works like we're going to have a moderator who's going to have a panel of experts on our Labor Day festival, our town experts from the city council and the and maybe the committee that was on, and maybe local business people who are involved in sponsoring it. Who knows? We'll get all sorts of people. But we're going to have a moderator ask questions. Maybe they'll ask for questions from the audience. So be on the call, audience. Maybe type in some questions now about what you'd like to hear about this Labor Day festival that you've been hearing about. And before that, hopefully Simon had already worked with you to get our suggestion of a favorite. Oh, we got I had this wrong, so maybe we'll take the family heirloom here, since we burnt the favorite family tradition on the last one. I switched
Yeah,
those two.
I had family heirloom for this. And pocket watch.
Pocket watch, great pocket watch. Matthew has agreed to be our moderator, and we have Sheila Merle as our Lisa Kay as our good advice, Sheila Merle as our bad advice, and Rachel as our worst advice. I remembered that right for like 30 minutes ago, maybe I did. All right. Everybody else, we'll turn our cameras off, and we'll actually, if Rachel and Sheila Merle and Lisa Kay would start with the cameras off, we'll give Matthew just a moment to introduce the show and bring you all on one at a time. And when you go away.
My name is Ted, but you can call me Tank. We're here at 99.1 KU Figure It Out FM, okay? And we are going into our expert advice panel hour right now. This is one of the more popular parts of our show. And we've got some riveting questions from callers that are in some very tight predicaments. And I am going to be bringing in a panel of experts to address their concerns and solve problems of this world. It's kind of like having Jesus right next to you. You know what I'm saying? So what I'd like to pose to the panel is a very pertinent question. We've got someone with a pocket watch that ain't working, and it don't run on lithium batteries. Let me tell you that. And a little turn crank thing ain't working, and they're lost out in the wild. So they don't know what time it is. So I need some advice as to what you can say to this person that's lost out in the wild with a broken pocket watch, and how they can get to safety.
Well, my name is Louisa May Duncan, and I sew quilts for a living. This one's my most recent creation, as you can see here.
It's damn pretty.
I'm making one of all 50 states.
I see Texas.
The state flowers from all 50 states.
Blue bonnet.
I'm very active in my community. So for this poor person that is, did I show you my quilt? I'm going to put it here because I'm a little chilly right now.
I'm warm just looking at it.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I have another, I have Ohio's right now, and Ohio is a carnation. Personally, I think it's an ugly flower, but what can you do? So for this poor person that is stuck, I will call 911 for them to help this person.
Now, you see there, folks? You see what's going on right there? We got someone knitting stuff, handcrafting with care and love, calling 911 at the same time. We're talking about multitasking. We're talking about the heart that's got more chambers than a Vatican church in Italy itself. All right. You know what I'm saying? So we thank you there, Willie Mae, for that wonderful quilt. Now, I know you're going to call 911 and we don't know where that person is, but hey, listen, we can't solve everybody's problems. All right. So listen, we're going to bring in another expert here. Maybe all the advice combined will help solve this person that's lost in the wilderness with a broken pocket watch. We're going to get our next expert advice in the room right now.
Well, I am Luella Pinkerton. I am married to Mr. Pinkerton of Pinkerton Cars.
You're oh, there, here we go. I was going to say, you sounded so silky smooth. I didn't even need to see your face, but I'm glad to see it now. I'll tell you that
Well,
right now.
I don't know much about this computer stuff, but I know that my husband is the most honest car dealer in the 50 states. I think there are 50, right? Right. Okay. Anyway, this poor person lost in the wilderness with a broken pocket watch, which I don't know how it would help him anyway. Who cares about the time when you're lost in the wilderness? But all this person has to do is to wait for the beautiful fireworks at our local Labor Day festival and start walking towards them, and he'll end up having the best time of his life in them bumper cars.
Hey, you heard it here first. Listen, you tell you what, you get yourself unlost, you get yourself out of whatever predicament you've got yourself in, and you get your way down to Sally Mae's carnival, because there's a lot going on there. We've heard about other relationships being formed at this particular carnival. And so we'd like to get you off the hill, the valley, whatever it is. I don't even know how he called the show if he's lost and's got a broken pocket watch, but hey, listen, we're problem solvers. We're not asking questions about things that whatever. So we're going to get our last advice panel to try to wrap this thing all together. If we could get our third moderator up here to, here we are.
I'm Charlotte Wilson, and I'm the queen of the silver screen. I'm so honored that you are here for my advice, although I am the queen of advice too. So, as I said in my last movie, time is just a silly little construct, and well, you don't really need to know time at all. You could be from the past, you could be from the future, you could be from 5 minutes ago. It doesn't matter at all. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, you were lost in the woods. I did a movie about that once when I was lost in the woods, and I was running and screaming and begging for my life. And oh, but that's not your problem now, is it? Well, a pocket watch. I did a movie about a pocket watch once too, and I was trapped all alone in a room with a pocket watch, and it kept ticking. I think you are safer without that pocket watch, my friend. You are much safer without that pocket watch.
Well, now I don't. That doesn't even need repeating. It was so profound. In fact, I don't even know if I could put those thoughts together myself. But I'll tell you one thing: if you're out there, whoever you are, lost out in them woods, I hope you're putting on a strong performance and showing that you really are scared. Because we just saw some great acting there, and I sure would hate to see you out there vying for your life, putting in a bad performance. You hear what I'm saying? So you get down the hill, and we'll get you some acting lessons. Listen. We've got another important caller coming in that needs some advice. So we're just going to, if I could get my, Johnson, can you tell me what that caller's question is?
Yeah, I had two callers with the same question. How do you carry a pocket watch if your outfit doesn't have any pockets?
Well, by God, I guess pocket watch is the story of the day. Who would have known that this incredible universe would just focus on a pocket watch? So, well, hey, I've got someone for your answer right now. I'm cutting right to it.
Oh dear, that is a predicament, isn't it? How do you carry a pot? I suppose in your hands. And I have lovely quilts that I can show you. Maybe I can put a pocket watch on a quilt.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I came in to say. You know, Oh, here we go with our next expert. She needs no introduction. You take it away, Sally Mae.
Sally Mae, he calls everybody Sally Mae. I'm Luella Pinkerton. No, Sally Mae, that's a name for those people. I'm not those people. I'm this person. And I have high status in this town. So, what was the question? Pocket watch with no pocket. Well, I must say that is a conundrum. And I think that they would have to tuck it in their bra if they wore one. And if not, in their tidy whities. That's it. I have spoken.
And spoken well you have. Let me tell you something. Yeah, everyone's got tidy whities and everyone's wearing a bra. And if you ain't got that and it's just you and your pocket watch, well, I guess you're just going to have to hold it in your hand. We're going to turn it over to our last expert to really get you your solution.
Well, I have to say, I have worn all kinds of costumes in my movies, and not all of them have pockets, so you got to get creative. I mean, forget the bras. You've got corsets. Corsets will hold it in wherever you want it, and if you need to, you can slip it in your boots and sometimes in the folds of your skirt. And well, if you don't have a good place in your costume, I mean your outfit, well, you can just hide it somewhere nearby where no one else will find it but you.
You know what? We've got so many solutions here. There might be too many good solutions. Is there too much of a good thing? I know the cliche. Let me tell you something. You sew that pocket watch under your quilt. You put it in your bra. You put it in your skivvies. You put it in your cowboy boot. You put it wherever you need to put it. And this panel knocked this out of the park. And I want to thank you all very much.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. I'll make a special quilt just for you.
Well, I thank you for realizing the obvious.
My grandma made a quilt. She died when I was young, and it just would be me so much.
Oh, dear. Will somebody give that man a Kleenex?
Look, I have this other quilt I've made before. Look, I want you to have this. I want you to have this, please. Please.
I'm so warm.
I'm gonna be in
drivel.
a new movie. I'm
so warm.
Next month, all about quilts coming near you and the haunted quilt.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh, all this emotional drivel. I can't believe it.
I'd like to audition.
I can make a quilt for you too.
I would not have a quilt in my house. My house is modern. The latest.
With a heart and a rainbow.
Oh, well, hang on, folks. While I've got you, we got one more question. We got one burning in. It's on the red hotline. It's the red phone ringing this time. Johnson, what's the question?
Our audience is getting a little sick of pocket watches. They want to know what would be a good investment other than pocket watches.
That's a smart caller right there. What's he going to invest in right now? Come on now, give it to him.
Well, I'm afraid I never was much of a stock market person. But generally, I think if you, other than quilts, of course, other than quilts, which do increase in price, I suppose the general advice is if you have $1,000 in stock market, to invest in a large and stable company.
And maybe it's a quilt company. Price of cotton's going up, silk's going up.
Oh,
They're all
that
going
would
up.
be lovely. So lovely.
Well, I don't know how to enhance that wisdom. We're going to pass it on to our next expert.
Oh, that is such drivel. That A solid company. No, no, no. Take your $1,000 and head right down to Pinkerton's Cars and spend that money on a good used car from my husband. That's the way to do it.
Get yourself a new rig. You get on down to Discount Sally Mae's husband's car place. It might have 2 stars on Yelp, but you can't trust Yelp, and they're trying to get those reviews removed. But as we all know, that's a heck of a process. Let me tell you what. Let's hear from our last expert.
Sally Mae. When are you gonna get it right, airhead?
What time should I call you, Sally Mae?
Well, I am investing in my own private island, and I was thinking if you wanted to throw in $1,000, you can come and meet me personally, and only for just 5 minutes, of course. But I am worth it. Even just a mere shake of my hand will imbue you with so much energy for the rest of your life. So invest in that island and just come pay me a visit.
Johnson, you tell that guy it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you got to get to that island. You got to meet Scarlett here with all of her energy, prowess, and enigmatism. And just that right there, like, you know, sometimes it's just meeting the right person that can activate your abundance. I think we're about to wrap it up here. This radio hour here, I got to get some coffee. My cigarette's getting long in the tooth or short in the butt. I don't know what the term is for cigarette time cliches. Hell, I'm going to go take a nap with my quilt.
All right, that was a great show, a great talk show about stopwatch or timepieces and quilts. Wow, like I love that this town has its crafts in line and its craftsmen or craftspeople who work on fine watches in line, and we'll wonder how we'll see those in our Labor Day festival. So I loved all those characters. I really want to kickstart my own private island, so look for that link later in the chat, and y'all can donate to my private island, and maybe I'll have y'all out there if you donate enough. Our next game is going to be yearbook photo, which we're going to have all of our players come back, and what we're going to do is we're already beyond our Labor Day festival. Our Labor Day festival happened. It's been successful. This is your neighbors who've been working so hard to bring this festival to light and make sure everybody has a fun time. And they're going to talk about the fun times they had doing that. We asked for a suggestion of favorite fair food. So your favorite fair food that you like to munch on. Simon, do we have that yet?
Yeah, there's so many good ones. This is a tough choice. Gonna have to go with the classic fried Twinkies.
Fried Twinkies. I like that one. So bring up fried Twinkies as much as you can. Be sure to have fun and imbue each other with fun things that you want each other to talk about, and surprise and delight your neighbors. And then when I go away, we will go ahead. We'll start with Doc.
Well,
Sorry, Doc, I didn't explain this to the audience, so I wanted to come back and do that.
that silly audience.
Yes, yearbook photo. Each of our players will strike a pose, and that's because this is all a photograph that they've taken. It's kind of like a Harry Potter photograph come to life. So everyone, when it's their turn to talk, they'll step out of their pose and give their little speech about how they had fun at the Labor Day Festival and what they did and who they had fun with, and then they'll go back and take their pose and imbue somebody else to take their spot and talk about their fun time at the festival until we get through all of our fun cast, and then we'll start with Doc when I go away. Everybody, take your pose. All right, Doc.
Wow. Look at that. Look how it gleams. You see how it gleams? That's why I put it on my Facebook, my Insta, my Twitter, my TikTok. It's all there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, they're kind of little chips because we're just kind of getting started in life. But Well, as you know, the tradition in festival is that's when you make a proposal to your best partner. So my partner Phyllis, she knew this was the time that I expected her to put a ring on it. I mean, she'd been sniffing around and putting it off and putting it off. I tried dropping hints to her. I tried putting a little note in the top of her latte. I tried to put in there, when are you going to propose? But that was a lot to put in just a little bit of foamed milk, and it did not last very long. It wound up looking like whoa, something. But I think she was getting the hint, because look what she did. She invested a month's salary in a ring, and now we're going to get married. Yeah. And of course, as is the tradition in festival, we're going to get married on Cesar Chavez Day, the next big festival coming up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at my ring!
So I prepared for my big performance. I coached the high school cheerleaders for months, and we were all set to perform their wonderful routine when Dana Sue decides she wants to come out and propose to get married and engaged, whatever it was that happened. She totally stole thunder like she always does. So, yeah.
And I just had to stop this proposal. I mean, the truth was that I had been in love with her partner for years. So next thing I knew, they were up on this Ferris wheel going round and round, and I tried jumping to try to catch them. And well, I grasped right on, and the next thing I knew, I was going up and around, just holding on for dear life. And I tried yelling for them, but well, amazingly, they were so caught up kissing that they just didn't even see me.
Did I tell you that Phyllis put it in the creamy stuff in the middle of a fried Twinkie? Isn't that romantic? Isn't that romantic?
I was pointing up at that Ferris wheel. It looked dangerous. I was out that night at the carnival just looking for a deep fried Twinkie, and I didn't know there was going to be so much romance and mischievousness up. Why, I held one lady up because I was lied in the pocketbook. I said, listen, give me your money. She put her hands up. She bought me a deep fried Twinkie. I saw the commotion up on the Ferris wheel, and what turned out a real casual night out turned out into a real thing. I ended up getting handcuffed, taken out ended up in the back of a police car, for darn's sake.
That ring was a mistake. I didn't mean to put it in the Twinkie. I got held up, and that guy was gonna come, and he was gonna take all my money, and he was gonna take that ring, and I had paid many installments in that ring to get it paid off, and I couldn't not give it to her because I'm working so hard, and I love her so much, and I couldn't think of anything else, and so I put the ring in a Twinkie. But she thought it was really cool, so all right. So now we got a little romantic kind of thing besides weddings and stuff, and Labor Day is going to be our special day because that's the day she found a ring in a Twinkie.
And I just kept going.
Luella, I am Sally Mae Remington. I was voted the most likely to seduce in my high school. And it happened. Finally, after all these years, I seduced Tom Remington of Remington Cars. He gave me fried Twinkies, and well, we went off and hid somewhere.
And I just kept going round and around this Ferris wheel and all this commotion, and no one was looking at me. No one was trying to help me down because there was a police car. And well, this man, he was being arrested, and well, he didn't even the police officer didn't even see me going round and round.
I was pointing out that police window going, look at that poor woman. Why are you taking me in when you should be saving her?
I know you're supposed to spend 3 weeks salary on it or 3 months salary on it or something. I know she works as a carnival worker. I think there's probably 3 months salary.
All right, everyone. Wow. Oh, what an amazing time at the Labor Day Festival. Wow, there was so much that went on. We had a proposal, we had a cop car, we had fried Twinkies everywhere. I think everyone there had a fried Twinkie in some way, whether they said so or not. Trust me. Speaking of whether they said so or not, I think our next scene is just a 2-person scene. I think we need to figure out maybe something didn't go quite as planned about the Labor Day Festival. And this is just a scene between Rachel and Val. Just a nice 2-person scene about the post wrap up between a city councilman and one of the other people involved in the or council person, involved, one of the other people involved in the Labor Day Festival. And when I go away, y'all at it.
Did anybody see you?
I wasn't followed. What's the passcode?
What's the passcode? Charlotte, come on, it's me.
Right.
Passcode is Labor Day Twinkies, you silly girl.
I'm just so used to having a part in a movie and just playing that part that I got so used to it, got so into the character. Sometimes I just forget what I'm saying.
Can I just say, you were so good in the press conference earlier. I thought I would totally blown it when I mentioned that you and I had dinner the night before, but nobody seemed to bite, so we're good. But they're gonna tar and feather me. We got to get out of here. I promised all that food for Labor Day, and he didn't come through, and there was no sandwiches, and everybody was hungry, and they were gonna eat me.
I heard all they did was eat fried Twinkies, one after another, and but I did hear that they are coming to your house tonight.
I can't have it. I don't want to get tarred and feathered or fried Twinkie. They'll probably turn me into a giant fried Twinkie. I don't want that.
They probably will. In fact, I heard they were ordering all the supplies, that they were just going to wrap you up in that little Twinkie cake and just shove you in and then send you off to some kid's birthday party to jump out of a Twinkie.
I tell you, that is not one kind of labor I want. That ain't 3 different kinds of labor I want on a Labor Day. We're all supposed to be relaxing and having fun, and nobody's having fun. Nobody's having fun.
I have never seen a more unfortunate Labor Day show in my life of Labor Day Festival, except for that one time when I was in that movie and the aliens invaded on Labor Day, and was that Independence Day?
No, well, not when you did it. When you did it, it was Labor Day.
I did it on Labor Day. You are right. I wasn't there. I was just going right back into my movie.
I saw that movie. I saw it 3 times in the theater, and then I went and bought it the instant it came out on the disc because I just wanted to watch you over and over and over again.
Oh, Miss City Councilwoman, are you trying to seduce me?
I don't think I have to, do I?
I think you've already done seduced me.
Shh, don't say that out loud. They can't know that I'm supposed to be Miss Paula Pureheart and all that stuff, and illicit affairs ain't no good. Don't forget, I proposed to the middle of the carnival.
Excuse me, ladies, we're cleaning up the carnival. Labor Day was yesterday. We're trying to get everybody cleared out. If you could just make your way outside the ropes.
Well, I suppose, Miss City Councilwoman, that I should be going, and I will see you around somewhere.
Really?
Someday. You're
gonna go so fast? You're gonna leave me behind in a trail of dust to face my fate of becoming a human-sized boiled fried Twinkie?
Recording in progress.
They hear us. They hear us, and they're recording us.
Well, we'll never find out if that will be the end of the story or not. Wow. All right, players, let's all come back. This is our show. Some kind of intrigue happened at that Labor Day festival. Now we'll see. We're just going to be waiting to find out what festival is next for the city council in this silver screen actor, the Temptress. There we go. I like that one. Anyway, I want to thank y'all again for playing. I want to pass it back off to Doc, but to wrap up, I've been Scarlett Moonbell, your host for today, and I've had a great time today, and I hope y'all have had a great time and y'all have been entertained. So Doc, to you.
Thank you so much, Scarlett Moon Bell, who was our fantastic host today, came up with this idea, taking a whole journey. We took this town all the way from the initial planning of Labor Day to the celebration to the aftermath and the shadies going on. Thank you. That was a great suggestion. And you were a great host. Thank you for coming to us from Austin, Texas. And y'all follow Hideout Theater on Twitch. And also, please follow Ms. Scarlett Moon Bell across all the socials. I want to thank this wonderful cast. Thank you so much for going with us on this very different journey where we took one story all the way through, celebrating Labor Day. Remember, if you have a 5-day work week, if you have a 40-hour week, if you have a weekend, thank a labor union. And thank people like Frances Perkins, who was the first woman cabinet officer, and she was head of Department of Labor at that time. I want to thank our fantastic tech improviser, Chris Dion. I want to thank our fantastic chat moderator, Simon Duvall. And next week, yeah, folks, next week, please come back when our guest host is going to be Rebecca Lohman from the main company of Impro. Good night, everybody. Be careful if you were affected by Hurricane Ida. Our thoughts are with you. And, let the country know what we can do for you. Love y'all. Bye.